I feel like it's going to be good, whether regardless of what size pants we fit into, what size. I'm just ready for joints to not hurt playing pickleball. I'm ready for the to feel like I think they look, you know what I mean? Feel that agile, feel that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Like I said, we've only been playing for a few weeks, right? It's totally going to happen. We're going to get into pickleball shape and get stronger and everything like that. And it'll be easier for us, right? That's definitely going to happen. But I like that idea. I like that metaphor because it is what it feels like. I've been thinking a lot about how, and we've been talking a lot about how we're not just more active in a sense, right? But we're more involved with our life right now than I think we ever have been before, meaning we're engaged with, living and doing things and leaving the house and trying to find new experiences and going towards new things and meeting new people and all of this kind of stuff that we've been doing. I feel like the reasons we didn't do it in the past, I was talking to a friend the other night at jiu-jitsu, and it was community is really, really hard to do when you're in a trauma response, when you're healing, when you're activated, when you're always afraid. It's hard to be around other people and in a group of people and in a community of people because community is kind of messy. It's kind of hard, right? You have to be able to interact with different people that you might not necessarily feel 100% comfortable with. Like community takes a lot of boundaries. You have to have really good boundaries in order to be able to be interacting with people. Otherwise, the messiness of other people kind of get on you because you don't have good boundaries. And I think subconsciously or consciously or who knows, right? Because our boundaries sucked so bad and we sucked at being able to kind of protect ourselves, we just avoided interacting with people. We just avoided going out and doing things. And so I can see over the course of our life and our relationship together where we were part of different communities, right? We've had all of these kind of different groups of friends and interactions and things that we would be involved with, but we were always kind of on the outside of them. We weren't really involved in the communities that we were a part of. And I do think it's because of this. I think it's because we were healing, and I think it's because we didn't have good boundaries, and I think it's because we were hurting and all of these other kind of things. And now I think we've done enough healing to where we have enough boundaries set up to protect ourselves. We have enough ability to kind of navigate those uncomfortable spaces of being in community with other people. And it doesn't always feel like 100% safe, but at the same time, it feels safe enough, and we're taking steps to keep ourselves safe. But it also, we're reaping the massive benefits. Like there's this whole other flip side of being in community with people that we didn't get, which is like all the awesomeness, all the oxytocin, all the good stuff of being able to hang out with friends and meet new people and have new experiences and get to interact with new people. And that I'm really grateful for. Like I'm grateful that we've done enough healing to get to this phase where suddenly we're playing pickleball 3 days a week with a bunch of people that we've never met before, doing a bunch of stuff that we've never done before, and reaping the benefits of all of it in a really positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really fascinating. It's really fascinating how it all came to be. It's really fascinating how it's here. It's like, first of like the fact that I love it so much is just
Yeah. You've
incredible.
never done any sports before.
Right? This is my
You're
first
not,
thing experiencing that. I didn't have anything to go off of, but I was always like, it's just a really unique experience. And I'm like, there's things that I'm working on with my like teenage self coming up as well. Cause like, this is like in your high school years is where like the teams, if there is that, that's where it's kind of a big deal. I didn't do any of that. I was a part of a different team, I did, but wasn't really a team. I didn't get that. And I don't know how to do it. I'm like, it feels like, it's unique because everybody is so kind and so helpful and willing to teach, even though, sometimes there's like, it's just such a really beautiful environment that I'm having a blast messing up all the time. I'm working. It's funny. I used to apologize for everything. and like, sorry, 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 sorry. Everything was just a sorry, 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 sorry. And I've worked really hard on that once I had, like, that took me a long time to realize I wasn't, that was a trauma response. That was, everything was my fault. That was, and then it hit this thing where I realized I'm sorry for existing. Somebody's walking and I happen to get in their way and I'd be like, sorry. And like, I'm still, there's still a lot of work, but I was apologizing for my existence. How dare I be in your way? How dare I take up space? How dare I do something wrong? How dare, all of this. So it's been a really big deal to heal that and not apologize every breath, not have a defensive mechanism. I'm sorry, trying to not be hurt. And I can't stop saying sorry on the court. Every time I miss it, I'm like, sorry, 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 and I'm hearing it and I'm working on it. And they're so nice. They're like, no sorries here. And I couldn't stop apologizing. It made it worse. She's like, you don't have to say sorry. I'm like, I know I say it a lot. I'm really trying not to. I don't want to apologize for everything. I'm trying not to. And it keeps coming out. So, and then she quit telling me to stop saying sorry. But it was just like, I'm not afraid to mess up. Thank goodness, because I am all over the place. I am just like, I tried to turn to hit the ball thinking I could just, like, my mind says, we can do this, body. And my legs are like, we forgot to move. And like tie myself up in a little pretzel going for the ball. I'm having a great time and I'm catching myself. Like, I'm getting a lot of practice on not apologizing. I'm seeing the little me that would have had so much fun having an experience like this that now I get to. And it's like, I cannot believe how much fun it is. And like, I don't know when we'll start talking about like what's happening with our bodies and like how
what are we waiting for?
Helpful. Right?
Let's talk about what's happening with our bodies.
For me, you have to tell yours, but for me, yes, I'm hurting. My joints are like, they're like, girl, what are you doing? What are we just like, we do this now. We jump around a court for hours, multiple times a week. Yes, we do. But it's just taking that little bit to where, okay, we're figuring things out. They don't have that kind of movement. But it feels like even though it kicks my butt at night, it kicks my butt and I'm feeling a lot of pain because it's like, it's only been a couple of weeks. They don't have their mobility back. I'm feeling better. I am getting sunlight like hours at a time. My sleep schedule is shifting. I'm waking up early on purpose. And my body is demanding that we go to bed at a better time. So, and I'm actually like sleeping through the night better. Right. I'm getting sleep.
That is such a huge deal.
Yeah.
Like, we started prioritizing our sleep this year. We got new beds, all of those kind of things. Like, it's the whole thing of like the importance of getting quality sleep. And now we are prioritizing that, like creating the perfect environment for both of us to get the most sleep that we possibly can because of how important it is. And you struggle with that a ton. And it's not me being like, oh, Stephanie, you need to do better. But I think it's amazing that this is an added benefit that, we didn't even think about or think, it's not like we were starting to play pickleball and get outside and do all of these things because we knew that it was going to help you sleep. Turns out it's helping you sleep, right? Especially during this time with like perimenopause and all the other things that you have going on. Yeah. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's been intense. Sleep has not been like the perimenopause. Sleep has not been my friend. Sleep has been something that, it's very it doesn't matter because what it is now is I'm actually getting sleep. We were meant to be. We were meant to be.